All right, so it's been 27 days since George Zimmerman shot the unarmed 17-year-old Trayvon Martin in a gated Florida community. And right now, 3 investigations going on, and Zimmerman remains a free man. Melissa Harris Perry joins me now to sound off. Melissa is also the host of Melissa Harris Perry on weekends on MSNBC, and Melissa is making a statement right now, joining me with her hoodie on. And we got to say, people were over there. I'm not going to name names, but people over there wondering who the heck was sitting with me.
Yeah, because they could just see the hoodie from behind, and so they're saying who's on set dressed that way. Right?
Let's talk about the president, though, coming out today. Addressing this specifically and saying if I had a son, he'd look just like Trayvon. How does this change the conversation as we move forward to find justice for this child?
Well, my biggest concern is the way that it might change the conversation into a more politicized one. And I, as important as this is in terms of public policy around the stand your ground law, as important as this is about the politics of whether or not the Justice Department actually has the basis for moving in on this, I'm worried if this becomes a partisan politics issue, because it should not be.
As we see what's taking place in Florida with a rally last night, people marching on Tallahassee today, school kids walking out of their schools today in support of justice for Trayvon, still George Zimmerman remains free.
Yeah.
This will not end well for this guy. This is not going to end well for this guy, because if he remains free, he's in danger. The police department looks inept, and the family and the rallying cries are just going to get louder.
Right. I mean, I think part of what we have to be really clear about is obviously everyone thinks that the system of American justice should take place. He has a presumption of innocence. He has the right to an attorney, you know, the right to not self-incriminate, all of those things. But the issue here is that he's not even been arrested. And certainly, at least for those of us who are watching the evidence and the preponderance of it that we're getting in the news media, feel like there is certainly enough information in this case to suggest that stand your ground may not be an appropriate statute under which this individual should not be free and not arrested.
Melissa, it's good to have you here, who just arrived, getting off of a plane to join us, so we really appreciate it. Melissa Harris Perry. You can always watch Melissa Harris Perry every weekend from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern right here on MSNBC. We're going to be doing that. That's going to wrap things up for me. Thanks for joining me this week. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm going to see you at 2 p.m. I'm filling in for Tamron on News Nation. Of course, you can always follow me on Twitter at Thomas A. Roberts. Then I'm back here on Monday at 11 a.m. But don't go anywhere. Alex Wagner is standing in the wings. She's ready to bring you her panel on the show now, straight ahead.